Good morning. Look, I did a posh sign for it. Okay, 52 tags handmade, organised by Anne Brooke. Yeah, it's building. I really must get on getting a bigger ring because I'm running out of room. So that was last week. So this is week 23. So I'll just move those out of the way. Yeah, flowers basically. So go with me on this, okay? I'm thinking I've cut this fabric. I kept a scrap, but I don't know where it's gone. Anyway, it's a bit of furnishing fabric, and it had sort of big flowers and things on it. But I deliberately cut it there because I thought this looked like the edge of a pond. So I'm going to do bulrushes, and the inspiration for that is from watching Anne do her bullion stitch, and I thought, you know, they look just like bulrushes, and this is how it all came together. Anyway, so yeah, so we're doing the 52 tags handmade. Let me put that there out of the way. So I've got this. It's Finca number 8. Sorry, it's very shiny. And it's obviously a variegated brown. I was going to just do the bulrushes plain brown, but I thought it might be just a bit too, yeah, a bit too flat. I don't know. I'm still sort of thinking about that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's going to be the bulrushes. I'm going to do some French. No, am I? Was that the French knots? Can't remember. I've got white as well. I've got a variegated green, which is an anchor thread, and it's number 1216. This is, I don't know. It's probably anchor, just white. I think I was going to do, yeah, French knots with that one, just little dotty red flowers. And then I was going to do fly stitch with the yellow, I think. Anyway, let's get on with it because I'm rambling. Oh, I've left all my needles downstairs again. So organised, not. Oh, right, hold on. I've got my standby pin cushion here. That'll do. Oh, to go and... Okay. You'll struggle watching me do the bullion knots because I haven't got a milliner's needle. Anyway, right, so yeah, I'm just going to put in a load of stems, kind of like what Anne did really, loads of stems, and then we'll just go from there. So, I'm going to take a fairly longish piece. Let's grab some scissors. I might keep all 6 threads together actually, yeah. I'm going to keep the whole shebang. It's so hot here today. I've had to open the window. If it gets too noisy, I'll jump up and shut it. But yeah, I've got a lovely breeze going through at the moment. So if the dogs start barking or things like that, I will get up and shut it because it's slightly annoying otherwise. Okay, yeah, so I've done my tag already. So I put that there. So yeah, it's... I mean, Anne did a posy of flowers, kind of like in a vase, which, you know, I might do stem stitch actually. I prefer stem stitch rather than just straight up, and it's just basically running stitch with a little overlap. My staying frame, yeah. Now hopefully this isn't going to be blurry. I don't know why the camera did that yesterday. So yeah, that's it really. You still watch me stitch. Lucky things. I might just do the straight up, straight down. It looked a lot quicker, didn't it? So yeah, I'm kind of focusing on getting stuff around what I'm going to call my pond edge. And of course it's going to knot. Yes, we're having a bit of a heat wave here in the UK at the moment. It's because we're not used to the heat. Although last year was stonkingly hot from the beginning of lockdown actually, so that's why everybody got out and done their gardens last year, including me. This is quite a stiff fabric, this, so I'm not too worried about it. I was going to interface it, but I thought, nah, don't need to, be fine. Just going to cross some over, and now the bulrushes, I think we'll put one here. Ooh. And then one here. I want those to be predominant, so should work in threes. So let's do one here and down to the pond edge. That's just the right amount of thread. Well done, Susan. Right. See if we can catch it under there. Just been for a walk down the river with my daughter and her dogs, which is, you know, we don't take them out. Well, she takes them out every morning, but we don't get to walk with them. I don't get to walk with them very often. Anyway, she rang me this morning. Do you fancy a walk? Yeah, go for it. And the walk we go on, I've told you before, I think we call it the Troll Bridge, because it goes under the dual carriageway part of it, and it was so hot. The dogs just instantly made a beeline for the river. Roscoe was just stood in it up to his chest. He was like, I'm not moving, that's it, I'm staying in the river all day. It is incredibly humid. There's not much sun. I've had to put my ring light on because it keeps threatening with thunderstorms, but there's nothing happening at the moment, so I managed to pull that too tight. Let's just ease that slightly. Yeah, so the dogs were very grateful to get straight in. Right, I'm going to go straight in with the bulrushes. I might have to pause you and go and get a milliner's. Let's see how we get on with this. I don't wrap it too tight. I think it's just a bog standard needle, this one. Just checking they're beading needles I've got there. And that's a big stonking one. No, that one's no good. Okay. I do it every week, don't I? I keep forgetting because they're downstairs. I think. Yeah, they are. That's one good thing about having a very colourful needle keeper. I can usually see it instantly. The pin cushion's there, but not the... Right, okay. Stop mithering, Susan, it's fine. Okie doke. Right, so... I never do this right, do I? Should have started at the top. Hang on, I'm having a moment. Yeah. Let's try that again. I don't want to be disproportionate, so... Oh, it's a lovely breeze. 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. Should be enough, actually. Sorry, I have to hold this one while I put it through. Why have we got a weird stitch at the bottom? What's going on, guys? There we are. And because they have that sort of sticky uppy bit at the end, I'll put that in as well. When I was a kid, my grandparents lived in Norfolk, and they lived in a little village called, oh, I've done it again, a little village called Hempton, which was on the outskirts of Fakenham, with the horse races. If you're into horse racing, they've got a big horse racing place there. Anyway, yeah, we used to spend a lot of time there, basically. Just fluff that up, let me take that out. And the little village they lived in, because you know what it was like when we were kids, if you're about my age, we were just left to roam, and you know, our parents didn't worry about us. So me and my brothers, we had bikes down there and everything, so we used to get our bikes and we used to trundle off for the whole day. And not far from where my nan lived was it was kind of like the village pub, but outside the village pub it had a great big duck pond. Hang on, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be enough. Big duck pond, and of course around the duck pond was bulrushes, and my mum used to love bulrushes. And back in the day, that's what we're talking, 60s, late 60s, we used to get them for her, and she used to spray the bulrushes in hairspray and take them home and keep them. Things we used to do. Oh dear, those were the days. Yeah, my brother used to go right out deep into the pond as well. He was a nightmare, he was. But I think we were lucky, weren't we? We had true, if you're about my age, sort of nearly 60, we had true childhoods, didn't we? We never used to be at home. Even, you know, even though we lived in London, we still, you know, we just used, well, it was on the outskirts of London. We used to just cycle off for the whole day, and we lived, we backed onto a little river, the Longford River, and summer we were never seen. I mean, we were just, you know, we used to get all the kids in the neighbourhood. We all used to, all the gardens used to back onto the river, so we all used to sort of congregate along the riverbank, and we'd play in the river all day. We'd come out absolutely covered in leeches. So, you know, our immune systems are awesome. But yeah, we used to come out absolutely covered. But yeah, we were just, my mum never used to see us. We were just gone. I'll say all three of us, you know. And my little brother wasn't very old, but we just used to go. That was it. Great. So we are 3 bulrushes. Yeah, we'll stop there for those. And even when we used to go to my nan's in Norfolk, we'd go for sort of 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And again, we used to cycle off down into Fakenham, the town itself, and there was a big water mill there. And we used to get in the pond that fed the water mill. I don't think it was working. Was it still working when we were kids? Can't remember really. But yeah, we just used to get in the pond there. We could all swim, to be fair, so yeah, those were the days. Think about it, we used to go miles and miles and miles away from home. I mean, nowadays you'd be terrified if your child did that. Well, if you're a sensible parent, you would be. Not that there's many. There are still some around, I know. In my job, I get to meet the ones that aren't. Right, so what was I going to do? They're going to be, I think I'm going to French knot those. Oh, let's just do all sorts. Let's not think too much about it. Do little fly stitches here, I think. Oh, come on. I just want you to pierce through there. That's it. I've just done that wrong, haven't I? Oh, see, that's not thinking. No. Switch the brain on in a minute. I was going to finish off my other Artie Maze one. I thought, no, do this one first. You know what you end up looking like. So the other one will be next. Because I've got it all ready. It's all around me. So, right, I need to come out first. Hold it. And then go back in. Okay, there's quite a breeze coming through now. I have to shut the window. Blimey. The wind's picking up. I reckon we're going to have a storm before long, so... Which, actually, if it breaks this heat, that's fine by me. Just do one more up here, I think. I haven't got to use all those colours, it doesn't matter. I just pulled out a few. I didn't quite really have a plan. Apart from the bulrushes, that was it really. It's funny, isn't it, when you see somebody do something, you think of all sorts of, you know, your mind takes you where, like, you know, watching somebody do bullion stitch, and I instantly thought bulrush, and then it reminded me of when we were kids, we used to get them from the pond. Shows the memory still works. That's something, isn't it, at our age? Right. Okay. I think that's enough of the red. I think with the French knots, do I want them to be prominent or not? Not sure. I've just picked some down at the river actually. They're I can't remember what they're called. But they got all the, you know, multiple little flowers on. Oh, I might have to go and shut the window. There's a butterfly, just paper butterfly just flew across the desk there. Right, let's split it in half. it's 3 and 3. Why do you do that? Oh, it really has knotted. Not in the right place. I wanted a French knot, but not there. Okay, that is not playing. That's because I went right through my knot. That was clever. Let me chop that off. Let's start again. Wow. Couldn't have done that if I tried, could I? No. Can we just have some French knots, please? Thank you. Let's try and avoid the knot this time. What difference a day makes. Hope you're entertained. Might just do one of these little flowers and then just do a load of French knots everywhere. With the yellow. Wish I could remember what they're called. But hopefully I'll get something that looks vaguely like what I picked. There was millions of them, so I didn't destroy the countryside, so before anybody says anything. I mean literally millions of them. Farmers around here seem to be letting the fields go. A really long grass, maybe they're out to fallow, I don't know, but even down the river where we take the other dogs, it's yeah, it's really really overgrown. Well, to the point we died yesterday. We took Mad Max, the big black Labrador, down, and Ollie, and down the river, and we walked back through the grass, and he was, you know that scene out of Jurassic Park with the velociraptors and all you can just see is the grass moving? It was kind of like that. It was so funny. It was just like, Max, where are you? And he just, a head popped up with a tail. When he put his tail straight up, you could see him then. It's so funny. He's a nutter, that dog. Alright, and they have all little green things joining them, which I don't know if I'll put them in or not, I don't know. I will do in a minute. Okay, we need some stuff down here. Let's travel down here a bit. He was funny. I don't know what flowers these are, but they're just going to be lazy daisies. Just to give a little bit of interest down there. Actually, hold on. This white does not want to play, does it? Didn't think it liked being split. But never mind. Get over it. Just need to get darker green. Just thinking doing some sort of marsh grass, you know, the thick green stuff. Look at her. I never pull these right. Please tell me everybody's the same. That's why they all end up carded off. Oh, this is a... What are you? You're an anchor and it's 924. It's a very dark olive green, which hopefully will look right. Don't need tons. I just want a bit of contrast down here. So I'm going to leave all 6 strands. I think this is one of those things that you can just put in as much as you want or as little as you want, really. If you just did a little vase of flowers, it'd be a lot quicker. I think I'll have to shut the window. The neighbours are going to start having a chat. Might just go straight in. Bear with. I'll keep an ear on it. It can be a little bit lively out there at times, if you know what I mean. Right, sorry, this is probably incredibly boring, but fast forward it. I just want to get some more down here. Oh, I know what I did forget to put on. Darn. Because it's meant to be, how does your garden grow, doesn't it? I could always attach it to the side. I was going to put a selvage on the edge which had numbers on it, actually. I know Anne did a tape measure ribbon. I have got some of that, but I didn't want to copy directly, so I won't. Okay, right, that's better. It's a little bit fuller. I pulled a little bit tight, I think. Oh, darn. Okay. Maybe we'll put the thing across the bottom. I don't think I need to fill that in. As I say, you just have little green bits going in and out. It'd just be a 1-strand jobby. How long have we been going? 29 minutes. Now I'm just going to do some I think I'll just do French knots on the top of these, make them kind of look like a 2-colour pistol stitch. I think is a good plan. And I'm going to leave all 6 threads again so that they really show up. Might do is kind of a small lazy daisy, sort of buttercupish. If it'll look like that, I'm not sure that it will. It's a bit out of proportion, but maybe they're not buttercups. Maybe they're flag irises, yellow flag irises. There you go. Nice retrieval there. Yeah, I'm going with that. Yellow flag irises, right? Don't even know if you can hear me actually, sorry, I'm talking a bit quietly. Mumbling to myself as usual. Oh, stop pulling tight. Yeah, when you do the lazy daisy, come up but don't pull tight, because you really do want it to stay round like that. Okay, so just pull gently and then just secure the top, and that secures the stitch. So you just kind of overlap it if you've never seen one of those done before. I think Anne did them actually. So again, I'm just going to overlap the stem of that one, and hopefully I'll secure that down. So there we are, nice little bunch of yellow flowers. I might do some more white ones. Let's have a look. Wrong. Right, sorry, this is going to bore the pants off you, but I think I need to do this. Oh, these threads. I'm sure they do it on purpose, don't they? Oh, fine. I've got some 8-weight DMC here, which is nice and should be thin enough for what I want to do. It's quite a nice weight actually, the 8-weight. I haven't, I think some of the other threads I've got, which are unnamed, are slightly heavier, but they haven't got their labels on because I sort of pick them up from wherever. And all I want to do is do tiny little, this is a bit painstaking this, but I think it'll look better if I do it. Let me get it up close for you. Just want to connect all the little white dots. Which I think what they're called, and it won't come to me, but there was loads. Should have took a photo. It's very noisy though, because it is right by the dual carriageway, so unfortunately it's sort of, it's right. We get back down by the riverside, but otherwise it's a bit noisy. It's not a dandelion, if that's what you're thinking. And in fact the flowers are a lot smaller than that in comparison, but it's just a, you know, it's just a hint. It's a suggestion. It doesn't have to be botanically correct. Ground that a bit, it's a bit floaty in that one. Right, okay. Put some darker leaves on the bulrush stems. Ooh, am I going to make it? Sorry, I'm not talking much, am I? What else have I got to tell you? Yeah, we're not going to do the car boot today. We've all agreed we've got too much junk in our houses, so we're not going to go there today. It's just so busy. I mean, I love living in Devon, but the trouble is everybody loves coming to Devon, which is fine. I've got absolutely no qualms about that at all, because, you know, we are a tourist area and it's as simple as, and you just have to get a grip. But, you know, locals, we just don't even, well, very rarely go to the beach in the summer, because it's just, you can't move. It is absolutely crazy. So yeah, we kind of make the most of it in the winter down here. So I might call that quits, actually. That might be enough. It's quite a lot of stitching on that poor little tag. Yeah, I think that's enough. There's one thing that's bothering me, which I'm going to try and correct, and I'll show you what it is. Hold on. Right, those bulrushes are too yellow. So what I'm going to do, if I can get this flipping lid off properly. My Spectrum Noirs are so old now. My granddaughter uses them more than I do. Which end's that? That's the fat end. Might be alright, actually. Right, let me just try that colour. Yep. Right, I need slightly darker. It's a bit better. Yes, a little bit darker. You can do this with any of your threads, by the way. They're just alcohol markers. bottom of the buttercups. Right, that'll make that do. Okay. Right, so my little pond garden. I mean, I could, if I wanted, go in and do the water and that, but it really was just about the flowers, wasn't it? That's all we're supposed to be doing today. So, yeah, let me give you a close-up and I'll stitch that on. You like? I like. So it's all good. Let's just get a bit of thread, I think. Although I've got my cotton right next to me, why am I being lazy? Right, I'm going to go and shut the window in a minute. Blowing everything everywhere here. And get on and finish off the old Arty Maze challenge. Welcome new subscribers, by the way. Pretty chuffed that things are still growing. Oh, well, let me do my writing on the back first. Right, what did I say it was? Week, where are you, tags? There. Week 23. Flowers, basically. That's it. Okay. I don't know if anybody else is. We're supposed to write stuff on the back, but I just haven't done that. I will put an eyelet in, I think. So if I just start up here, I think, and then I'll see how the time's going. Because I think we've been running on a bit. Yeah, 42 minutes. Right. Okay. I'll just put this on. So some people like to see the whole finished article, so pulled a bit tight there. That's the trouble when you're doing, well, I'm not an experienced embroiderer stitcher, so still a bit of a learning curve most days. Right, I think the eyelet will hold that, so that's fine. We just scoot across here. Let me quickly bung an eyelet in there, and I'm gonna let you good people go. What colour should we do? Got a gunmetal one actually, that'll probably look quite nice. I nearly put gesso on the fabric actually to lighten it up a bit, but I didn't in the end. I didn't quite know how that would be to sew through, so that's kind of put me off. So there we are. Right, so that is week 23, 52 tags handmade, flowers. So we've got bulrushes, Can't remember for life me what that's called. But that's just French knots, as you saw. Fly stitch, lazy daisy, bullion stitch. Job's done. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.